What happens when women's football team plays men's football team? Why do they get their asses beaten so hard? That's because that's what male strength is. So don't underestimate male strength. But wankers don't have strength. Wankers, they just don't have any strength anywhere in their body. Okay? They keep ejaculating and they lose all their power. You should stop that shit.
So does sex mean the same thing for men and women?
No. Sex is very meaningful. It's not just a release from your loins. That's not what sex is. If you cannot provide that constant 1 or 2 hours of endurance that is required for a woman to become expressive, she takes time to warm up and then she goes really wild. But now poor women have to use vibrators and they're finding it better than their man. Guys, you're replaced by a machine. A fuck machine can replace you and do better than you.
Namaste and welcome to the Remembering Masculinity podcast. This podcast is about balls and the responsibility that comes with having a pair of balls. This is part 2 of the series, The Rise of the Indian Sigma Male. And if you haven't watched part 1 yet, I put a link to it in the description below. Please watch that first before proceeding with this video. Otherwise, whatever you see here won't make sense. If you agree with the things that are being discussed in this video, then leave a comment about what you learned. And if you don't agree with what's being said, then just move on. There's no need to take a shit in the comment section because I'm going to delete it anyway and nobody likes reading such angry comments. Alright, I hope you enjoy the knowledge bombs that Guru Pashupati ji is going to drop soon. I'll see you in this episode. So the next question is, what is the role of male sexuality in society? I think you answered this.
Male sexuality has no role in society. Male sexuality has a role in world vision. I mean, in everything. Like it is through male sexuality that, and also through the dreaming of women, the drivers of change. Male sexuality's main role is to bring out the best in women as well. To be those drivers of change. And you know how Bhairava protects Devi? He walks around her palace protecting out there. Even Devi rests on the security provided by Bhairava. So why are we not that? Like, when I say male sexuality is at the seat of society, you know, I know what I'm talking about, but people think it has something to do with the miserable things they do, like watch porn and masturbate. That's not male sexuality. If male sexuality is properly expressed, sublimated, and created into a vision, then it's the very pillar on which society stands. So it's our responsibility as men to sublimate our sexual energy and to use it for the good. Right? It's a pillar. That's what it is. Women might be the great frames and the doors and the I don't know these architectural worlds, but maybe the domes and the whatever. You know, you see in a temple every beautiful thing, but the male is the pillar. The male is the stone out of which it's made. Okay? So, we have to understand our role like that. When we get into the trimmings and not be the pillar, then we become feminine. That's all it is. There's nothing to argue about this. If people want to be somewhere on a spectrum in between, that's okay too. But be clear what you are, who you are, and what you're contributing. Because we don't want to carve a grill into a pillar. It might look nice as a room separator. But if you use that same structure for a pillar, the pillar will crumble. So you have to be very clear who you are. If you're masculine, you're the pillar. You can't have frills. I mean, you can, but it should not mess with your main structure. Okay? Try to understand this metaphor. It's very powerful. But if you make a jali out of it, like a grill out of the pillar, and say, I want to express myself, and then you turn yourself into a jali where you're not supporting anymore. It will crumble because it cannot stay in the role of a pillar. It has to go be a proper jali. Go. You can't be a pillar anymore. Building will collapse. And the pillar has to be constant, steadfast. Steadfastness is the virtue of a man. It's something we have. That is not easy for women. But it's very easy for us. If we train a little bit, we'll get it. We'll be steadfast. But woman's nature is to bring change, disrupt things, dismantle things, and shake it up. And it's our job to laugh at that and then say, okay, and love it and appreciate it. No. It's not happening. Men are threatened by that nature of women, to want to make a pillar into jali, want to make a pillar into a grill. Chalice. Let's make a chaliced pillar. Woman's response to pillar, and the pillar should be like, I'm going to be so hard you can't even carve anything in me. And she's like, this is a good pillar. I can depend on this pillar. Because I tried to carve things and nothing happened. My tools got blunt. I'm good with that. Because she can depend on it. It's not like she surrenders to the man, but she comes under his protection. And then he says, that digging you're doing on me, stop that fucking thing. And she says, oops, sorry. And she puts away her nails and she doesn't scratch him anymore. That's what people want. That's called stability in a family. If it happens all over the nation, it's the stability of the nation. If it happens all over the world, it's stability of the world. A satisfied man and a woman cannot be found. Cannot be found. She is busy making a chalice out of the pillar and the pillar is giving way. It's crumbling. After 17 years of marriage, I'm just going to fold over and drop the whole house. Because she dug so many chalices in it. But he could have said, listen, you need chalices up there, go make it. She would make it. She said, go stand on my pillar and make it. And she would make it. You haven't taken that woman's urge to change things and given her a place to do it. You haven't made that environment. The responsibility is entirely on you as a man. Because when I made that environment in my life, women started to get creative and made things. They made things happen that were amazing. Creative, crafty, cunning, and therefore powerful and also vicious if needed. It's a different power, it's feminine power. But it looks the same. The woman also has to be fit, okay? She can't be all out of shape and think, feminine power. Because we're not just looking at your boobs, we're looking at your whole body. And it should inspire some confidence in us when we see you. That this one is going to have my back, she's not going to carve my back. She's going to use her carving to create other things when taking my support. That's what we want to feel. That's when there's security and safety in families, and it happens in a lot of families and society, happens in a lot of societies, the country, happens in the whole lot of countries, then the world. And that's when Satya Yuga will start. Yeah. When this knowledge becomes commonplace again and people live their truth, instead of acting like, I don't know what they're acting like. I have no idea. What are the men of today? I look for the men, and women are also, where are the men? And I'm like, I know. Where? That's why this podcast.
Yep.
And if you don't agree, don't bother putting comments, man. It's, how much work I have to go? Delete. Then it'll ask me, are you sure you want to delete? Then I'll say, yes. Then he'll come and write some shit again, and then I'll be like, delete. Are you sure you want to delete? Delete. So then I'll just ban comments, no. if you're going to do that. You're not even going to let other people talk. This is the exact behavior I have problem with. Okay? So please don't write shit comments after listening so far. Write some good comments and tell me what you learned. I even made a post, like every post I put, like I showed using my electrical energy to push someone, okay? I made a video. Oh my God! They keep tagging MacDojo Life for that. And then everybody's come there waving his dick to teach the old man a lesson. Like old man's dick can choke you, man. Be careful, right? So I wrote that. I didn't write these exact words, but I wrote that in civilized language. And a lot of people liked the caption. Women liked the caption. And the men came there. They comment some shit. And I delete. And he's like, I commented and my comment is gone and I'm blocked. What do? I thought I'll get serotonin, but what I got is blocked. Okay. That's how I imagine is. That's what I imagine is happening to them. Why the fuck would you come and comment when something you don't know anything about when I've written, if you don't know anything about this, don't say. They can't read captions, the millennials.
Yeah.
And Gen Z. They can't read. No reading, writing skills. The only thing you could learn in Thames Nadi River education was reading and writing. That also you didn't learn. Instead, you learned a whole lot of bullshit about life. Now it's time to change it, okay? Alright.
Okay. So, our next question, Guruji, is...
burning questions, tell me.
I think you already answered this, like how does male and female sexuality complement each other? I really like that that image that you gave of a pillar and the ornaments on top, and I kept dreaming about that, and it made perfect sense, like how it metaphorically applies to the world we live in.
Yeah, it's a very important metaphor which really has changed the lives of many of my students. This one metaphor. They stopped trying to do each other's work, Women are like, I will be the pillar. I'll also carve myself. Crumble. Women are snapping their back and then having burnout, Because they're doing things that they're not meant to be doing. And that too on the period. When is the best day to climb Chamundil, Shashank? The first day of your period. Why not wear white pants while you're at it and just be the stay free ad? Take rest during your period. Dream up the rest of your month. That's what women should do. And men should dream up the rest of their day at around 9 o'clock, which is your period. That's not the time for you to be working hard. You lose testosterone if you do that. You dream. You close your eyes and you dream and say, how is my next day going to be? How juicy, erotic and beautiful is my next day going to be? That's what I do every day. My guru said you can either be erotic or neurotic. You can't be both. Pick one, it was. I said erotic forever, Guruji. And really that's the thing, man. So a lot of men and women are just neurotic. And they're saying, we want sexuality lessons. Like, no, you stop being neurotic first. Can I do sexuality lessons to cure my neuroticism? No. It starts when your neuroticism is cured. It doesn't start before that. Okay? Guruji, I have depression. Can I learn about sexual energy for men? Like, no, you can't. Because you're depressed. Go stand outside in the bloody sun with your feet bare on the hand like this in Trishul Mudra every day for 30 minutes and then tell me you're feeling depressed. Tell me. Even just holding this mudra and feeling depressed. No, feel depressed, Shashank, after doing this. Think about something that used to make you depressed. What do you think about this? I don't have any women. I broke up with all the women. They just dominated me. How can you feel depressed? You can't. It just seems funny. Everything that makes you feel depressed will seem funny when you stand like this in the sun and look at the sun and say, hey, give me some energy, son. Give me some energy. I want to be a man. The artificial light has turned me into I don't know what, but you can fix it. Talk to the sun. Talk to the clouds. Talk to Vayu Bhagwan and say, blow some male wind inside me. Fill me with that. Let my hands become clouds of wind, of whatever, I don't know, nature. Let me be a force of nature. Then you come back. Look directly at the sun. Don't be afraid. It's okay. Look at it. And people are like, I can't look at the sun. It'll burn my eyes. I can't stand in this. I got sunburn, really bad sunburn. I'm like, phew. Your ancestors will be like, why did they give birth to you? Yeah, it works, man. Think of your ancestors. Really works for men, Yeah. One of my students, Devrat, he's a fitness instructor now and all that. And he used to teach martial arts for me. And I used to make those guys jump off Jayanagar first block stadium. You know that how deep is the stadium? I used to make them jump that. So it's about 15 feet, something like that. I used to make them jump that just to face their fear, right? So it's now Devrat's turn to jump, right? I said, don't even hesitate. What will your Kurgi ancestors think? And he just jumped. Later he's telling me, sir, I'm a Gauda. I don't have Kurgi ancestors, but I still imagined them. They were wearing these black dresses and they were laughing at me, so I jumped. So please imagine your ancestors when you get sunburned, okay? That means you haven't practiced getting in the sun at all. But don't stand there till you get burned. Get back and then put some oil on yourself. I use sesame oil or coconut oil. Sesame oil during the winter, coconut oil during the summer. And then you go back out. Then again, take it as much as you can with the oil. And then come back. Do this every day. You'll turn copper. You'll be full of energy. You'll be walking around straight, man. You stretch your spine out when you do this. When you look up. You're walking around straight. People have shoulder problems, my trapezius is tight, my back, my lower back, my upper back, the side of my back. I mean, which part of your back is not fucked? I'm like, let's see your neck. Oh, that feels so good, Guruji. That thing, no? Chiropractic stuff. People don't know any of that. They don't even know how to snap out the joints and put them back because they never had to nurse themselves to health. They've always gone to nursery. What is it called? Hospital. Yeah. And then they have to nurse them back. You break your leg, you're in hospital. You don't know how to fix it yourself? Really? What did your ancestors say if you don't know how to fix a broken leg? Take a stick and tie it to it. Get the alignment right and tie it tight. Why you can't do this? You can't, man. No. You don't go to hospital. No. I fix spinal dislocations by myself.
How did you fix?
Hang from a tree. First I prayed to Devi. I said, look, Kali, you want to kill me today, you kill me. Otherwise, if you're going to save me, save first. It's very painful, I told her. And she sent a nun. I'm like, why have you sent Jesus here? And she came. She picked me up. Said, get up, boy. And she picked me up. I think it was Kali herself come as a nun. And she said, come here. And she took my hand up and hold this branch. And she pulled my waist slightly like this until things came back into alignment. And I was like, it snapped back. I was feeling like I'm dying, man. I was also kind of paralyzed in some places. I couldn't move my legs. That was how it was. I couldn't move my legs. And then I could, she said, like, wiggle your toes. And I wiggled my toes. She said, you're okay now. She put me down and said, I prayed for a miracle, it happened. I've been saved only by miracles. What do you think our ancestors used to do? They used to dream. At night, at 9 o'clock, the men would sit and make drawings. Women didn't make those drawings. There are no flowers drawn. Okay? No fruits. That was the women's job, gathering. So women also could climb up trees, women also could protect their young from predators. No. But they wouldn't go hunting like elephants. Women can't go and hunt an elephant. Okay? What happens when women's football team plays men's football team? Why do they get their asses beaten so hard? That's because that's what male strength is. So don't underestimate male strength. You know? But wankers don't have strength. Wankers, like, they just don't have any strength anywhere in their body. Okay? They keep ejaculating and they lose all their power. You should stop that shit. Learn edging. I'm not saying stop masturbating, and you shouldn't stop masturbating. You should keep at it, otherwise you lose your erotic nature. You'll become neurotic. Okay? People who don't masturbate become neurotic. And people who masturbate and ejaculate also become neurotic. But those who masturbate and edge, they don't become neurotic. They become powerful. And those who ejaculate only twice or thrice a month, those guys become really powerful, strong. And if I teach them some mantras on top of that, they'll be able to take their energy all the way up to their brain. That I teach only my students, not YouTube, okay? So don't ask for mantras on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a 64-day challenge. If you're able to take the challenge, then I will teach you more things, okay? First, pass the challenge. Very few people who have passed my challenge, but I'm telling you, they're another level of human being right now. Yeah. And this challenge costs 30,000 rupees. So please don't waste my time if this does not fit your learning budget. If it fits your learning budget, we'll leave a link below. Get in touch. Good. Because there's a test even to take the challenge. And this is Shaolin 101. You can't just jump into my Gurukulam. You have to be a totally brave person. Somebody, a problem solver. If you're not a problem solver, you can't come here. I'm not here to solve your problems. I'm going to teach you how to get a group of people together and go hunt a mammoth. Okay? That's what I'm teaching people. Okay? That means start by building your body and being of use. If your health is only failing, what use can you be to other people? Makes no sense. How can you fail and how can your health fail and you call yourself a man? You haven't shown care to protect, not even your own health. You're a chaliced pillar. You'll crumble. Bikarne ka mujhko shauk hai bada, I heard one song. How does that song even exist, man? What kind of man wrote that song?
Yeah.
Shit. There are people listening to it. It has millions of views. Yeah. And I thought maybe women are listening to it, but no, it's men. Commenting, right? Look at the comments on that song on YouTube. And you see the state of what's happened here to men. Beautiful music, touched my soul, expressed what I was feeling. Come on, man. Don't be a chalice pillar. Take your right back to be a pillar. Think about it. How many holes have I allowed to be drilled inside me? No. I'm a man, I can't let this happen. I won't respect myself. So most men don't respect themselves for the kind of unmanly life that they're leading. They would want to do manly things. Such people come for my challenge, otherwise don't come.
So does sex mean the same thing for men and women?
No, sex is very meaningful. It's not just a release from your loins. That's not what sex is. Okay? For men it's to be that pillar. For women it's to be that chalice or whatever. All the things that don't need to support anything but are just beautiful in themselves. That you see in a building, like the spires and the turrets. Okay? That's a woman. Even in sex. If you cannot provide that constant 1 or 2 hours of endurance that is required for a woman to become expressive, she takes time to warm up and then she goes really wild. It takes 2 hours to warm up a woman fully, properly, to go really wild. And when that happens, there is a release of great divine creative force. Okay. But now poor women have to use vibrators. And they're finding it better than the man. It's really sad thing to think about, guys. You're replaced by a machine. A fuck machine can replace you and do better than you. There's something to be ashamed of. That we haven't built our bodies into machines. Why? Why are you not crazy about this? Why are you neurotic instead of erotic? Is my question to all men. Nobody's even heard of men's eroticism. There's something like that. I didn't know, sir. Yeah, it's called pheromones. You spray it everywhere you go. It's just shoot out of your body. And everyone can smell it in a big audience. When you give a talk and something like TED Talks and all the women are smiling, they don't know why. Why is that? What's going on here? Right? It's your posture, man. It's the shoulders, it's the strength in your body, the pillar-like strength in your body. Where is it? The ability to calm people down with just your smile. And then people are like, okay. They're relieved that you're not going to kill them. Because you look like you could. Where's that masculinity? This they're calling toxic masculinity. But everybody wants to be that masculine, that dependable pillar of support who's there. Like, yeah, don't worry, got your back, do your thing. Can you say that to a woman? No, they can't. They're like, you are going to counsel me about my childhood grief. That's my relationship. Yeah. So, yes, now you understand through this metaphor how sexual power is different for women and men.
Yeah.
It's a peaking creative thing, and guess what? All creation happens from a woman's womb. So as a man, you should be able to support a woman, and she should be offering her womb to you to create things. If she does, you can. There's a science behind it. It's called Tantra. Yamala Tantra. Okay? I'm not teaching Yamala Tantra yet. First you do my challenge, everybody. I can't teach it to idiots. But that's the Tantra, that's the secret of manifestation that all these idiots miss. They think they'll manifest without a womb, and women think they'll manifest without a penis. Yeah. The penis is the one that injects the seed into the womb. Standing like a pillar, opening all three doors of the womb. The vulva, the cervix, and the inner mouth of the womb opens out. That's a glorious moment to think about what you want that you both agree upon, and it will manifest. That's real manifestation, okay? What is manifestation today? You visualize something, and then you write affirmations, and you forgive everyone. Doesn't sound like penetrating the Tripura, does it? Which is a part of the Tantras. The Yamala Tantra. There's the vulva, there's the cervix. And then at the end of the cervix, the opening to the cervix, and then at the end of the cervix, there's another sphincter, which is the opening to the womb. All three puras will open. That's when a woman really welcomes you into her womb. That's when you both can create something good together. Good in the world, not just babies. I'm not saying babies are not good, guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying people are having babies for all the wrong reasons. And have we overtaken China in population yet? If we have not, it will happen soon, but I'm sure we have. Have we? Did we? We did. Good job, Indians. Creating only babies out of your wombs instead of creating happiness also through sexual activity. Does anyone's sex life look like this? It looks like a deflated balloon.
Okay, thank you for that answer, Guruji.
Hmm.
It was very, very enlightening,
Hmm.
quite literally.
Like a lightning bolt in your brain.
Yeah. So next question, Guruji. How much power does a man have in the mating game when it looks like women have all the power? Like
Yeah, when you're a chaliced pillar, of course women have all the power. If you're a real pillar, then you have the power. What? It's 50-50, man. It's two wings of a bird. It's not I have more power, woman has more power. It's 50-50, but respect each other.
Okay.
Yeah. This sounds like a whiner to me. After this, he'll drank off and then ejaculate. After this question.
All right. So, why are men shamed for their sexuality? Things like in a morning wood, they're trained to hide it.
Yeah, I mean, it's polite to not put your morning wood out for public display. I think they should be trained to hide it. What's wrong with that?
Okay.
Why would you want to see everyone's dick in the morning? I don't know. I like to see the sunrise. Next level whining this is.
Oh.
Who shamed me ever for having morning wood? I don't know. Women have been glad I have it. And others don't need to know I have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
What is all this men shaming? If you're allowing yourself to be shamed, you probably deserve it. Why are you not giving two slaps to those who say something? Not training, no. Sit and order more Swiggy.
Okay. So, at what point is it okay for a man to pursue a woman and express his sexual or romantic interest?
There's no point. You be a pillar, you'll get the chalice. You don't have to worry. At what point does a flower pursue a bee? Just sends out his pheromones, man.
Okay.
Pheromones, Guruji, but I spray this scent. It is from the London. Everything from Thames Nadi sucks. Throw it back in the Thames Nadi. And do some manly things, and then you'll have a manly smell. That's enough. Women are automatically interested. Why do you have to chase anyone? You make one video and women are automatically interested. What is that? It's your aura, man. Your charisma. Why you haven't worked on it? What is this? When there is home delivery, why you are going to the store? I don't understand. What is this chasing business? Be a man worth being chased. Like, there's such a shortage of men in the world that if you become a man, then you'll not know what to do with all the women. You'll be like, it's too many women problem. Good problems. Like a rich man has problem, they're charging too much tax. It's a good problem. Something you can handle. No. The poor man is like, I don't have money. I have to chase women. I don't have women, I have to chase women. On a dating app. Jeez, man, the dating app is made to make money out of desperate suckers like you. Don't do that. Be reliable. Build your knowledge. Build your power. Build your ambition. And tell me there are no women in your life. It's impossible. Women will be fighting and enter through the keyhole. Seriously, men chasing women, what a ridiculous concept. We are not animals. We can cooperate with each other. Build tribes, build things unheard of, pyramids, Halebidu temple. Yeah, it's near to Mysore. Have you gone and seen it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what are these carvings, man? A lot of men got together and built it. We can build a lot of things. That's what we are. When we're busy building things, there'll be women supporting us. Because they're the women we support. There'll be women coming to us saying, I could use your shoulders to stand upon, to do this beautiful thing. And she'll have to ask your permission and treat you with great respect while she takes your support. You don't have to chase women. You're just a chaliced pillar, you're crumbling. So no woman wants to be with you. The thing you have to offer to women is nothing. So there are no women. That's why you're chasing women. There's nothing unfair. Dating apps have more options for women, but no options for men. Like, we keep getting swiped left. Right? Why are you on that stupid app? Go build something, go. Why don't men think their responsibility is build something? Together with the tribe. What is this? If you don't know what to build, go and help someone who's building something. Don't say nobody's building nothing in the world, Guruji. No, somebody is always building something. See, you can hear the noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Be better men, guys. Be better men.
So Guruji, are one night stands a safe way to explore your sexuality?
It's a safe way to get sexual diseases. Very safe way. You can be sure about it. Just don't do that. Don't go jump into bed with a woman the day you meet her. Doesn't make sense. Shouldn't there be some exchange? Shouldn't there be some foreplay? Sometimes foreplay is for months. Sometimes foreplay is for weeks. You go bang, bang, bang on the first, and you're like, yeah, we're already reached the ending. This is horrible thing called Burning Man Festival. Everybody goes and fucks everybody else. Why? Why are you fucking strangers? I don't get it. Don't you want to familiarize yourself with the woman? Don't you want to know her smell? Don't you want to remember the details of her character? Don't you want to build her into your story? No. Dreaming, Guruji, I don't know how to do this. All I dream of is TNA, tits and ass. Come on, man. If you think a woman's value is just tits and ass, you're fucked in the head. It just shows that you don't value women when you say, one night stand to explore my sexuality, Guruji. I'll tell you what. Let's explore India. Okay? I'll give you one night in every place. In all the major beautiful places of India, I'll take you. I'll give you one night in every place. You tell me how much you learnt about India after that.
Can't learn much.
Why are you such Gardab Dases? Don't be donkeys, okay? Alright.
Okay. So in popular culture, masculinity is portrayed as being an alpha male.
Hey, this beta male is a mythical creation, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Your education, Thames Nadi makes beta males out of alpha males.
Okay.
Yes. There are sigmas, but they're leaders that care about all the alphas. But there are no betas. We're not wolves, we're not dogs, we're humans. We can care for each other and lift each other. You don't fall into alpha, beta, gamma. Okay. There is only one sigma male. He's the teacher, the guru. And everybody listens to him or her. Sigma females also exist. But they're teachers, remember, not rulers. They're teachers. Everyone else is an alpha, including the rulers. And the Sigma cares. Sigma builds society. That's why he's given that status. If the Sigma becomes a dictator, teaching bad things that are making people jump off their roof and commit suicide, then that person is going to get a really bad reputation very fast. And his life is going to be in mess. That's why you see a lot of spiritual teachers getting into scandals and scams and all sorts of stuff. And they're just carried away by their dick, carried away by money. They've lost their manliness. Okay, so don't be despicable creatures, beta males. Thames Nadi trains you to be a beta male. There's no such thing as beta male.
Okay.
What are we? We're different from animals, man. We can communicate so much things different from animals. We can train each other. We can care so much for each other. You think we can't lift all the men up together? Of course we can. That's what we are so useful in society. We're the pillars. Why are we not organized and disciplined? I think we should be. We should train every day. We should learn properly from a guru. Otherwise, your Thames Nadi education is going to kill you. It's all wrong concepts. Buddha also was educated in Thames Nadi. Not Thames Nadi that time, Nepali Nadi. But he was not allowed to go to a guru.
Oh.
Because he thought if you send him to a guru, he's going to become a spiritual man. So they had teachers. He was taught martial arts, he was taught everything. The art of being a gentleman, the art of being a nobleman rather, a king, a royal person. And all of those arts were taught to him. No? We used to call it the 64 arts. He learnt everything, the art of sexually pleasing a woman, everything he learned. And he thought his life was great. Until he saw someone being carried in a dead, what do you call them? 4 people carry them in the dead, right? It's not a palanquin, but whatever it is.
Casket.
It's a pedestrian hearse. Okay. So he saw that, and then he asked his charioteer, "What is that? Why is that man lying, not moving?" He said, "That's called death." He said, "It happens to everyone." "Yeah, happens to you. It's going to happen to you also." That's what made him panic and run from that. Because he thought he's going to die. He didn't investigate. Is this the truth? Do we really have to die like animals? Then he would have got brains earlier, but he spent many years torturing himself, doing fasting and doing all sorts of things, really spoiling his health. And then finally one day he said, the middle path is better. I don't want to be an extremist doing so many things. I just want to chill out and get my food and I'll be chill. So he sat down and all negative thoughts came and he said, I'm not interested. Put it into the floor. From then he made his transformation. From there he became a Sigma Buddha. Started caring about everyone till the end. He kept changing his philosophy till the end. By the time he was 80, he was doing Vajrayana stuff. And then I think his cousin poisoned him. That's how he died. It's not documented, of course, because he didn't want to be remembered as that. But if you look at how it was going, he had a cousin called Devdutt or something, who was also a monk, and who was wanting power over... Buddhism became so popular that all the kings were turning Buddhists. Chandragupta Maurya turned Buddhist. Not Chandragupta Maurya, Bimbisara turned Buddhist. Chandragupta's son. So, That's the emperor of India, man. Mauryan Empire comes from Afghanistan till South India. Right?
Yeah.
It turned Buddhist nation. And then, but Buddha kept changing his teaching till the end. And in the end, his teachings were just tantra. Nothing else. He got access to it. Buddha was teaching sexual tantra. At the age of 80, it was going good. He got poisoned. That's what happened, I think. Okay. But people, of course, it's not documented. It's something that I just thought of. And that's what happens to people. So somewhere, if you move away from your sigma-ness, you're no longer caring, you'll get attacked. You'll be taken out. At some point, you fail to care. That's what it is. Okay? I dream of a society where I don't have to have bodyguards. I don't ever want to have them. I want to be among people who don't want to kill me. That's what I want. As a spiritual teacher. And so I help people. I say the truth. Some people get offended. But I'm not offensive to people, so they don't get that offended also. It's a balance, guys. You have to be kind. Even as a man, you have to be kind. Even so powerful, you have to be kind. So physically powerful, so violent, you have to learn kindness. And that is everything. Yeah. Anyway. Good. I forgot what we were talking about.
Alpha males.
Alpha males and sigma males and beta males and... Yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt your question. It just sounds like I have to hear more whining today. I know you got these questions from the internet, so this is going back on the internet. Thames Nadi being returned to Thames Nadi, drink it.
Great. So, next question, Guruji. How can men stop being sexually frustrated?
By practicing edging. And storing that energy and doing something great in the world till an actual woman wants to fuck you. Yeah? And not an AI generated image. Yeah. Till then, you'll be sexually frustrated. So you do these steps and you'll be sexually unfrustrated. You'll be sexually frustrated till an actual woman wants to fuck you. How can men not be sexually frustrated? By getting sex. Yeah. Or by completely losing your male hormone and losing your libido. Then you won't be sexually frustrated, but you'll be frustrated. Frustrated but not sexually.
Okay.
Become asexual or get laid. But if you're going to get laid, it means you have to do work. It's not so easy. You have to be a pillar. Call your buddies and build something. Do it. Call up buddies and build something this year. I swear by the end of the year you'll have a lot of sex. Why you won't have? Why you won't have? Building something useful. Women will come and reward you with sex. If you build something useful. It's what you're supposed to do. Be a support. Just do your job. You'll get all the sex in the world. Then you won't be sexually frustrated. Good advice, but not for whiners. Yes. Gen Z doesn't have the word whiner. Because all of them whine. Yeah.
Okay. So, Guruji, men often fantasize or think of themselves as being great in bed, when sometimes it's not the case.
They can't even find a fucking clitoris. Okay, they don't know where it is. Like, is it this slippery bit or this slippery bit or this slippery bit? Let me just shake everything. They think they're great in bed. Why? They should hear that from a woman. She's not even going to tell you. She's just going to orgasm. You'll know when a woman orgasms. She's going to really orgasm. Not false orgasm, okay? A lot of women fake it so that you'll just stop. You'll stop jackrabbiting. So that you can stop that, they'll just fake an orgasm. Then okay. Get this over with. The things I have to put up with. But anyway, let me control this guy just for practice. Let me practice my viciousness on him. Those women will reserve the worst of their behavior for you because you're not sexually satisfying them. And it varies from woman to woman. It's not like one woman is satisfied with everything. But even women don't know how many things they can do with their bodies. They haven't been exploring. Yeah, women can orgasm from a finger, man. It's like that hang drum, no? You hit anywhere, make sound. Women are like hang drums. Okay? Every part of their body can orgasm. It's a gift by Devi. Do you know how to play this hang drum? Well, practice. Just is there anyone who says, I can play the hang drum? And they can't. Like you play the bass guitar, man. How long will it fucking take you to learn?
15 years.
15 years, okay? But there are guys who think they can play the guitar. Until they hear someone who's actually played for 15 years. And you'll be hearing it and your ear will be paining. Like, okay. Oh man, just hit that beat. What beat? The one you're missing.
Thank you for watching this episode. If you agree with the things that were being discussed here, then feel free to share it with the other men in your life. If you would like to learn real yoga from Guru Pashupati ji, then the 64-day challenge is where you need to begin. But wait, this challenge is not for everyone. There is a test and there are some requirements that you need to fulfill. And if you'd like to know more details about the challenge, then click the link in the description. It has all the details that you need to know. Alright, that's it for now. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in part 3.